We called the low of the day to the tick. Then they rallied 200 points on the S&P. We called hundreds of points in between there. Stay tuned. I'm going to break it all down for you and give you a behind the scenes look. Welcome back to Day Trade Like a Pro. It is Monday, March 2nd. We're looking at the S&P 500. I put a 10-minute chart on here so you could kind of see the whole movement. At first, this might look like a lot going on here, but I'm going to break that down. So first thing, I want to jump over here and show you, this is key turns. I sent out some emails this weekend about how reliable this is and showed some examples of it. The idea is to be long above here, short below here, and then long above here. So you can see this is the low to the tick. So if you were buying right at the line, that's the low to the tick. There's your trade. That's 28.89. I think it was quarter. And whatever the low of the Globex session was. By the way, I think what makes that even more impressive is we gapped down 100 points, and then we had the low right here. We had the low of the day right there for you. And then from here, that rallied from 28.90 up to 3,020. So there's a 130 point rally right there. Came down, broke down right here. This ended up trading about 21 points below here. Then they held it over here, and they rallied 170 points. And this is the S&P, and they rallied 170 points from right here back up to there. Just amazing, amazing stuff here. So how did we know where they were going? Now let's jump over here. By the way, I want to show you. Ryan, I blocked out his personal information, but Ryan bought key turns and one price and the box over the weekend on Saturday, and I got this email from him this morning. This is 8:06 Pacific time, and he said, just good information to pass on. I made enough money today to cover all the subscriptions I bought over the weekend in one trade this morning pre-market. Went long the ES near the turning point, headed for the one price. Amazing to watch the attraction. Looking forward to many more good trades, as am I, Ryan. Really great work. So Ryan bought this on Saturday and made money with it today. It doesn't get easier than that. Now, that doesn't mean that you're going to make money or that if you buy it today that you'll make money tomorrow. It in no way means that. But Ryan, it was simple enough for Ryan to be able to piece together that when this was trading down here, and here's one price that populates up here at 3,005.50, and price is trading down here 80 points lower. Ryan had the good idea to get long above key turns and trade it up to one price. There's an 80-point trade. So, that worked out okay. All right, so there's key turns. There's one price. You can go check those out. We'll put a link up here. You can go check those out and see them on the website as well. And let's get into the review here for the day. It's just a thing of beauty. And by the way, this is not really that unusual. It's pretty normal. Happens frequently that we have the very low of the day or the very high of the day to the tick. So let's go in here and look. Oh, by the way, if you want to know what it looks like on something else, this is CL. So long above here, long above here. This is, as it's coming back down, you want to get long above here. So let's just call it 44.70 all the way up to 47.70. $3 on crude oil right here in the morning into the afternoon session. This was the Globex session. Even this trade could have been profitable if you were quick down here or at least break even. Pull back a little bit here, break, come back, then we break, then it's off to the races. That's crude oil. Here's the NASDAQ. Came right back here in the late Globex early morning session before the open. Played right on here. This was 87.74. and then, or 83.74, and then from 83.74 they rallied all the way up to 88.83. So that's 500 points if you missed that. Oh, and look where one price is right up here. They come back, they hold one price, they move higher. So let's jump here into the S&P. So a lot going on here. Let's look in the live trade signals. We're going to talk a little bit about how these guys are having record days. So here we are, 6:22 Pacific time at 3:02. Basically, if we hold below 29.94 area, then expect a pullback. Then expect a pullback. But if the pullback is bigger than 29.34, it's likely going to the lower 2800s. If we get above 94, then we're looking for 3,065 to 3,085. So there we go. And then right here, notice again, at 10:02, we said, as long as there's no major breakdown, 3,066 is happening. Let me show you where 10:02 is on the chart. So 10:02 on the chart, that's over here at 10 o'clock. That's a 30-point target, 30 points away. Also said could be 3,084 above that. That's at 10:02 as well. And then look right here, 88.50, better hold for higher. That's at 11:43. So here's 88.50. By the way, here's 88.50 right here. So we gave that at 11:53. Right here it came down. This is 11:55. It came down. Touched 88. We had 88.50. The low was 88. So I think it probed this by like 2 ticks. And then from there it ripped higher. And notice where we went. This was our target up here. We went right to the target, easily filled. That is a 100-point trade from here to there. 100 points on the S&P, and we gave it to you all ahead of time. I mean, we gave you that trade this morning at 6:22, right here. We said if they took out 94, where's 94? 94 is right here. They came up, they traded up above 94, they pulled back, they held at our CPA right here. They held right there. Let's make this a lot bigger so you can see this. Right here. They broke 94, they held right here, and then from there they came all the way back up. We said, and above here, the next target, up above here, the next target was 66. We said if they break 29.94, then we're going to 3,066 minimum. So there's 3,066 right there, an insane amount of buying going on up here. And they push it all the way up to 3,084, which we gave you this morning at 6:22. So some of you guys have been in the live trade signals, you've done the trial, and you don't give yourselves a real chance to actually make any money with it or to learn how it works if you're just looking for the next shiny object. So this works. Today is, you can go back and watch all the videos. Today is really no different. Friday, we killed it. We called all the moves on Friday, more or less, most of them to the tick. So if you are thinking these markets are unpredictable, it's really tough, I don't know where to buy or sell, you don't have the right information. I hear traders saying you can't trade with reasonable stops. Really? 2 ticks. How about that? Broke our price by 2 ticks and then ran 100 points. So could you risk a point or two to make 100 points? And how many times would you be willing to do that? Right here, we broke 94, we pulled back here. If you just traded here, if you just shorted 94 for a pullback down to there, that's a 13-point trade, 13 points. You can pay for your entire monthly subscription to the live trade signals with 1 candle. Okay, and then we held here at 81. We came all the way back up here. We pulled back here, 88.50 holds, and they're off to the races, 100 points higher. How would you like a $5,000 trade per contract? You trade 10 contracts, that's a $50,000 trade. Okay, so that's how the live trade signals works. And it works like that every day, more or less. We do the same thing day in and day out. And you can see it. You can go watch all the videos. You can see how that's all working. So if you're not in the live trade signals, you're just completely missing out. All right? So I'll put a link in here. Go get the live trade signals, by the way. Up in the top, there's the link for this morning's pre-market video that you get every morning before the market opens as a member of the live trade signals. I'm going to put a link below the video where you can go sign up for the live trade signals month to month, and just get in here and start taking advantage of these markets with us. And we'll see you in the live trade signals in the morning.